Hi everyone, I'm Danielle Dietrich, and today I am going to talk to you about a very important court decision that came down last week. Today, when I'm filming this, it is October 2nd, and this came out last week. I blogged upon it last week and having a chance to do the video today. The DBE, the Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program, has been partially blocked after legal challenge. However, before you panic, it is limited to just the two plaintiffs in that matter, Mid-America Milling and Bagshaw Trucking, and only in the two states where they operate, Kentucky and Indiana. Okay. However, this is certainly troubling for those of you in the DBE program because it paves the way for potentially larger challenges that will affect you if you are a DBE in the state where you are located. So, if you're a DBE, you know that the program sets contracting goals overall of 10% for US DOT contracting dollars to go to firms with the DBE certification, which means that they're small businesses owned by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. Under the program, women and minorities have a rebuttable presumption of social and economic disadvantage, while others who aren't women or minorities can make an individual showing of disadvantage. An example of that is somebody with a disability there's a whole process that you can go through to show how you are disadvantaged. Now, on this legal challenge that is before a federal court in Kentucky, the plaintiffs are two companies owned by non-Hispanic white males who claim to be subjected to reverse discrimination in contracting where federal transportation funding is at play. We don't believe, at least from anything that I've seen, that either plaintiff attempted to show that they were actually disadvantaged themselves and thus should qualify for the program. The court in the preliminary injunction, which is a legal tool that can put something in place before a final decision on the merits, found that the program, as it relates to these two plaintiffs, was unconstitutional and that its racial and gender classifications of owners violated the principles of equal protection. The court recognized in its decision that it knew the government was going to appeal this to the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. So this dispute is not over. However, we are seeing these pop up more and more throughout the country by individuals challenging the DBE program and programs similar. There was a similar challenge to the 8A program, the SBA's 8A program, which works with disadvantaged individuals to help them gain additional footholds and grow their businesses in the federal contracting area. And so that is still pending. There's a workaround in place in the 8A program that requires an individual showing of disadvantage. There's certain questions that you have to answer. So I do see the DBE program going that way in the future if it continues to exist at all. So while I don't want anybody to panic about the status of the DBE program, I would encourage anyone that is a DBE, where it's an important part of your business, to start thinking about what would happen to your business if DBE certification was no longer a thing. I would encourage you to figure out where you would get work, start building those relationships, and expand your business maybe to do things outside of just straight federal highway transportation, which I know is easier said than done because that's the whole purpose of the DBE program is because individuals from these presumptive disadvantaged backgrounds could not get a stronghold, could not get a foot in the door. So realizing that that is a situation, I do encourage folks to think outside the box and try to think beyond DBE. I know that there are some companies out there that are almost entirely dependent on the DBE program. And you as a business owner have a responsibility, obviously, to yourself, to your employees, to your company, to your shareholders, to plan for the future and to plan for the contingencies as the what ifs. So I would encourage you to start thinking beyond the DBE program, taking advantage of it while it is still there. Use those opportunities to grow your business, grow your expertise, grow your contacts, but don't become 100% reliant on it because you don't know what the future may hold. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the predictions are wrong. I've heard other attorneys predict this as well. but it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better than to be caught off guard down the road when all of a sudden, oh, DBE program's gone. What are you going to do? So start thinking about it now. Start thinking about strategies to shift your business, or how you're not even shifting your business, shift how you get business for your company. And don't become so reliant upon the DBE program. If you have any questions about DBE certification, again, if anything happens, it won't be probably till a couple years down the road. Please feel free to reach out to me. It is still a very valuable tool that I support 1,000%, but I'm just talking about the realities of what we're facing to the challenges to the program right now. Thank you, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a future blog.